Hello, welcome back to Pondering Podcast with Cindy and Leslie. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, so good to see you. I love your
You
sign
too.
behind you. It's a nice new
Thanks. I'm in a different
space.
space today.
Uh-huh. Love it.
Little natural light. The sun is
Uh-huh.
shining. It's spring in
Wonderful.
DC today.
Oh, yes, I know. Here too.
Yes, awesome. All right. Well, we're back to have a really awesome conversation. We're still with the 5-minute coaching school, which we touched on last week, because these are quick. They're really, really quick, really good. Get it in, done, dusted, check. So this one was a little over 5 minutes. And actually, to be honest with you, he does this random pause in the middle of it. I think he didn't know he was still recording and he didn't cut it out when he edited it. So there's this random, that's probably about 20 seconds long. So he doesn't just stop. Just prepare yourself.
Keep listening, because I have to say I actually restarted it. Like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't finish recording. I mean, what happened here?
Yes.
But yes, there is a pregnant pause.
Oh, yes, a pregnant pause. Others are happier or more successful than me, from February 10th of this year, the 5-minute coaching school. So this was a great little nugget. I think our whole society is lost in the highlight reel of everybody else's life. And this podcast touched on that idea of looking at people, comparing ourselves to others, our clients comparing themselves to others in terms of their growth or what they're stuck in, or that they're not doing it fast enough or better or good enough or strong enough or whatever it is. And I think too, we, taking that second to think about how we're comparing ourselves and our businesses and our children, if you have them, or really anything in your life, to somebody else's highlight reel. Social media being the key factor in this self-induced stress, this self-induced comparison. He talks about our mind telling us that we're behind when we compare to other people. So I was curious how that resonated with you, or how does that idea show up when you catch yourself comparing whatever it is to others?
Yeah, I think that others being better, we have to define what better is. But I do think we get caught up in it. That pressure to succeed, or that we perceive somebody else has already got it. That look of, oh my gosh, she's got everything, or he has it all put together, I don't know, because I think it happened before. It's the whole keep up with the Joneses. That
Right.
term, I really wonder when that was actually coined. But now it's really in our face a lot. And I think that's an old term. But don't quote me on that, because I really don't know. But I feel like maybe my parents said it. So it must be old enough to be pre-social media.
Right. True.
But I do think social media has made it a lot harder to really to take that underlying current away, that we are where we are, and we get to take that next step and be more focused on the good than on this always like we're not good enough.
Yeah.
So for me, definitely not comparing myself to what I think I should be in my business, because I can sometimes be that worst critic, but also, just trying to have more gratitude. I mean, so many of the things we've already talked about in many of our podcasts, but this one kind of, very quickly put it on the highlight in a different way, like spotlighted it differently. It reminded me of something that my dad told me. He said, you sit around a table, everybody writes their life card and they stick it in the middle, and you pick a card and you read it. Would you want that card, or do you want yours back? And he said, I guess he did it at some military thing, and everybody wanted their card back because it's what they knew and it was their life. So, that our own life card, we all have different experiences. It's what we make of it. Well, I mean, what did you think?
Well, I think, at the end of the day, spoiler alert, nobody has all their stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
You look at your strongest friend is probably the one who needs the most, right? The
Yes.
person who seems to have everything together, they've got something going on that you just don't know about.
Yep.
It's that idea of the grass is always greener too, right? Which has been around forever. You
Oh, true.
always think, oh, if I had curly hair, or if I had whatever it is. I mean, it's all just, yeah, it is, the experience is what you make of it. And you can, my whole thought on it is, we're going to have moments in time we're going to catch ourselves feeling that way. It's totally acceptable to have those moments in time, but it's what you do with that, to say, okay, I just caught myself jealous or envious or thinking that they had something that I don't have. So let me take a step back and be curious about that. So what is that bringing up for me? I think their business is better. Well, why? What is it about their business that I think that I'm missing? And turn that moment into curiosity, into a goal, into an action, right? Take your moment to dwell, take your moment to whoa, whatever it is you need to, but then get back to work. Okay. If that's how it is, that person's on a fitness journey and I want to be on a fitness journey. Okay. You're going to sit on the couch and cry about it, because that's not going to start your fitness journey. So have your moment, turn it around, be curious about where that's coming from, and take action to make steps. And I think as coaches, that's what we want to help facilitate for our clients. Okay. So where is that jealousy coming from? Can you be what can you be curious about when you had that thought? Where did that come from? And I think as long as we can use those thoughts and feelings to drive action, then those thoughts and feelings are great. They show up for a reason.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's exactly it. So if it's there, why? Why is it there? What about this matters right now to you? And does it really matter? Or are you creating a story around something that doesn't really matter to you? Maybe it mattered to somebody else in your life, but is that still your story? Right. So I think, like, you're so right. You use this information to be curious, move on it, but it's that action piece that a lot of our clients can get stuck in, and not knowing, not even knowing they're stuck in it, So I really liked it. It was, short, makes it easy for me to fit in listening to these and start my day, with a different intention, a perspective shift, because to me, this is like having a perspective shift.
Well, and that's the other thing he said, that I really like. He said, don't let the internet rush you.
Oh, I loved that one. Yes.
And I think that's so important, just as a general message. Be curious, take time, dig in, figure it out. Don't let that perception rush you where you are. Stay where you are, but also be curious about where those feelings are coming from. So yeah, it was a good one. Definitely. Check it out. Don't be scared of that strange pause in the middle where you stop talking, jump ahead 20 seconds or so. Yeah, and let us know if you have any thoughts that you want to share. We would love to hear what you guys are thinking when you hear these podcasts. Beyond, what we're sharing here, we want to know what your takeaways are. It's so
absolutely
important.
Thanks, Leslie.
Yep. Have a great one.
Yep. Take care. Bye, everybody.